Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Bendigo East Bowling Club for Bowls Victoria State Championships. This is Women's Champion of Champions Singles Gold Medal match, the final to declare a state champion. My name's Tony Sherrill, bringing you the match between Kelly McKERIHEN and KYLIE LAVIS. Joining me in commentary today is JT, Josh Thornton. Afternoon, Joshy.
Afternoon, Tone. Should be a cracker. These ladies have both just not long got off the green in a different event.
Yeah.
And we've moved the streaming rink, I think, a half a rink across. And this one could be a cracker for a final of the Women's Champions.
I certainly will. This is bowl one, and to show you what we're in for, it sits about 8 inches off the jack. Johnny Roberts, life member of Bowls Victoria, ITO extraordinaire, is marking this match. No shortage of titles, championships between these two players. Of course, we've just seen KYLIE LAVIS up against Cass Millerick in the women's state singles. This is the Champion of Champions event, so players have had to win their club title first, and then they qualify through against their region and eventually make their way here as the last 16 in one of the region representatives from all across Victoria. They're through the round of 16, the quarterfinal, semi-final, and we find ourselves in the final. KYLIE LAVIS has won this event before and went on to win the Australian Champion of Champions and then the World Champion of Champions, so familiar ground for her. Kelly McKERIHEN threw in 4 events this week, and if she's not tired already, she will be one very tired little bunny.
She's making our events and competition team tied too.
Yeah, certainly is.
Scheduling clashes.
There's been many of an adjustment in the schedule. She's actually in the triples tomorrow morning and still in the state singles as well, and has mixed pairs action to come, which starts on Wednesday. So interesting times ahead. As I say, she'll be a worn out little bunny come Friday. That's her pick bowls. Taylor GTR from memory. And the blue and black bowl of KYLIE LAVIS. Of course, Kylie Whitehead, recently married to become KYLIE LAVIS. Kylie, an Australian representative. Kelly, a Canadian representative. In for second shot, JT.
Yeah, good enough. She's found her weight a little better than Kelly at this stage. Kelly just not long got off the green and finished her state singles
round of 16 match.
Yes, that's right.
Sharon Jarvis from Mornington Peninsula.
And that one went down to the wire.
Yeah, certainly did. 25-23, the victory to Kelly McKERIHEN.
Just going to be shy of that one, Tone.
Does it cut one out?
Yep.
It does.
Oh, yep.
A little bit of sun poking out now. It's been no rain necessarily, a little shower, but a bit dreary the last couple of days, but nonetheless the sun is shining. Opening end, first to 25 for our Women's Champion of Champions singles. Ellie Forsyth watching in the background, listed as the coach for Kelly McKERIHEN. You'll see them confer every now and again on some big shots. One other match still going, which started what feels like an eternity ago. Couple of rinks over, that's West Coast Stephanie Hunt heading back to the mat now. She's up against Goulburn Murray's Kate Bush. Not sure when that match started, but quite some time ago. Scoreline 23-22 over there in favour of Kate Bush. Another match for the winner of that match as well. They'll take on Cass Millerick. KYLIE LAVIS using the Henselite XG. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 157 158 1
through with first 2 bowls, Tone. Probably 4 feet past. Kelly's bowl looks like it's on a good track. Passing and canning. It's always not a bad bowl, those ones.
So you do it, JT.
Yeah, she's probably still down though, Tone.
Yeah, just kicked that a little bit
Back
too
to
far.
1. Kate Bush might have just drawn a second there to win the match, Tone.
Kelly just asking, situation please, am I up or down? John Roberts, our marker, holding up a red paddle, and Kelly goes, actually, is that me? Or so red paddles, trying to align with the pink bowls. We don't have pink paddles, so red is what it is, and the blue for KYLIE LAVIS. Has a bit of a giggle.
She nearly turned that one over and counted 2.
Yes, it wasn't far off, rocked it. JT, looks like there is a conclusion to the match next door. It'll be a victory to Kate Bush over Stephanie Hunt from West Coast at 25-22. That was quarterfinal action of the women's state singles.
KYLIE was just a fraction high. It'd be interesting to see how this ditch side hand runs. It's probably the closest it's nearly been to us, Tone. It's always been the stickier side. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the hand, but it's just not quite as wide as the other side. You just see whether when you play a little bit extra weight, it hangs out and stuff like that. The players will have to work that out pretty quickly.
Kelly's got options here. She can come up to her own bowl. She happens to be a bit under. She can get down to the KYLIE LAVIS bowl. Looks like it's just a little bit chicken though.
Mm-hmm.
She'll pick up a single nonetheless. Both players on the board. Early doors, 1 shot apiece.
Afternoon, Jade. Cass did. Cass is playing. That was a different event. This is the Champions final. That was the state singles quarter final, the match you just saw.
Certainly is a little bit confusing, particularly with players in both, a la Kelly McKERIHEN, KYLIE LAVIS.
Oh, we had heaps that are in both.
Yeah, it was actually a really strong champion of champions women's field. State singles certainly got plenty of talent as well. We could have had some fun with that comment from Jade. Could have said, oh no, Cass was disqualified.
Oh, you get them all up in uproar at home.
Yeah, we'd have Moama faithful would be right after us. But no, 2 separate events, Jade.
Started by Kelly with a second correction.
She's in good form.
Yeah, she's played well throughout the week so far. Already taking home 1 state title for the week in the 4s. I don't think it's really going out on a limb, but she has to be the form female player here this week.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. I mean, she's qualified in 4 events. There were 3 females that qualified in 4 and 1 in 5. Just Jodie Neville, but
It's more the fact that she's getting deep and
progressed
everything, and
through.
she's playing
Yeah.
well. What I'm seeing when I'm watching her.
Yeah, not wrong. Quality draw bowler. And got a reasonable upshot when she needs it too. Never hurts to have Ali Forsyth in your corner either. If she does need to confer on any tactical decisions. Still got to be able to bowl it herself, and she does that very, very well.
KYLIE be looking to cut her back or get it herself. She's 2 down at the moment.
Just got to drop in below the pink, but sails on past. So 2 more the way of Kelly McKERIHEN.
3-1.
What's your prediction, JT? Are we in for a grinding battle that goes close to the distance?
Look, there's every chance just based on the 2 alone. Oh, just on the high side.
Bad effort here, JT.
Just lacked a couple feet. Still holding one with that bowl just behind Jack High.
Still shot to Kelly McKERIHEN. So it's got a little extra speed.
Great bowl. Slides in, counts. Damien just asked the question, is Kylie injured? I don't believe so.
Certainly not showing anything obvious.
No. She's around that. Oh, if anything, she might have actually knocked it in.
Yeah, I think she may have. John Roberts fanning 3 paddles for KYLIE McKERIHEN. She now leads 6-1. For those who watch BVTV a bit, you'll have seen the last game. KYLIE LAVIS came up against Cass Millerick in the state singles, different event, but another singles event. KYLIE didn't have a lot go her way. Similar there, just promoting the bowl of KYLIE McKERIHEN. First to 25 here in all our singles matches for state championships. Weather's been pretty kind to us this week. Touched chilly the last couple of days. Expecting brilliant weather from here on out.
Now, even now the sun's out, Tone, which is good. Better than what it was 15, 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, warms it up just beautifully. KYLIE just a little touch on the jack. Good enough for shot.
Good correction from Kelly.
Yeah, make it look easy.
I dare say at some stage I'm going to say Kylie instead of Kelly and Kelly instead of Kylie,
Yeah.
but I've managed it right so far.
Yeah, the special Ks makes it hard.
Even Kelly and Carla yesterday.
Yep. KYLIE and Carla's, it's too hard with all of them. Call for some name changes, please.
And throw in Cass, which is another K sound. Going through our alphabet here, see, I've got a 6-year-old. This stuff happens, that Tone.
Yeah, this is right. Kate Bush just got through.
Stop it.
I think I've worked out the secret to bowls.
Oh, great bowl, Kylie. Didn't slide too far, I don't think. It's on the narrow side. Well, hang on. That hand hangs a bit. Just misses.
Not a bad effort here, JT.
It's a fair bowl. It'll be good enough. Should be 2.
Certainly one. They've taken that out. Kelly just with a finger measure here. Decided to put a tape on it. We put 2 on the scoreboard. Have I gone a bit early, JT?
Well, you've been prone to.
Oh, I went with what you said. You said it's 2.
I didn't look at what Johnny Roberts had indicated. Usually when it's this close, I can pick it up a hell of a lot better.
So it is, JT. You did pick it up correct. 6-3. The lead to Kelly McKERIHEN over KYLIE LAVIS. This is the Women's Champion of Champions final. The state title up for grabs. You're watching BVTV State Championships for 2025, courtesy of the generous support of Moama Bowls Club and Dandenong Club, both of whom power the stream here on BVTV.
One ball in front of Jack High.
Reasonable reply from Kelly McKERIHEN.
More than reasonable.
Yes, behind Jack High. I mean, behind the back of the Jack.
Surprised she didn't reach there. She had everything going. It didn't have to be huge or anything, like 2 feet, 3 feet, but give it a chance. Sit the bowl, smooth the jack. You miss, you get yourself in good home and something to play to.
Wow.
Now, she can't play that shot on the full hand. She's going to play backhand now.
It's just an extra 6 feet away to you, JT.
Oh, it's definitely arriving. There's no doubt about that. She needs inside of pink to get to the jack. Not quite too much in the middle. Although she does take one out.
Just short of putting it back in. Players down this end are relatively close to us, so we try and be a little quieter when they're down this end.
Coming now, Tone. Jack around the corner for 2.
Yeah, lovely bowl. Does it get to 3, JT?
It could be 3. Afternoon, Haf. Shane Hafner joining us this afternoon. Very good man.
Probably the most popular bloke I've ever seen among the BV staff yesterday.
Oh, pretty much only 2 blokes, but
Well, yeah, nobody else really got a chance to touch him when you and Sammy got your hands on the wings that Shane Hafner sent in. Sammy dead set looked like a panda. Yeah, that much hot sauce smothered all over his face.
just looked like a 5-year-old kid.
It was all over the buttons, the microphones, everywhere.
All right, Kelly's gone back to the forehand, which is the marginally wider turning hand. It's not going to get down.
Cut 2
Might have
out,
cut
though.
one. Well, definitely cut 1 out. Looking like 2, I reckon.
I reckon it's back to 1 shot.
Yeah, good call, good call. 6-4.
Shane Hafner doing wonderful things with Bowl for Your Lives.
Correct.
Victoria's charity partner, as much as we do have a bit of a joke about the wings or whatever it is. Congrats to Shane and Cam and everyone involved with Bowl for Your Lives. Doing great things, raising money for the Black Dog Institute and mental health in bowls. Certainly improved the mental health of JT and Sammy yesterday with some wings, that's for sure. Back to action here, 6-4 the way of Kelly McKERIHEN over KYLIE LAVIS. Some bowls royalty in that background shot. JT, Pat Schramm, President of Bowls Victoria. Sitting in the warm clubhouse is Super Coach Ian Ewing.
Ray King.
Cass Millerix there. Liv Slade. KYLIE LAVIS with a good opening bowl. Sits on the centre line, about a foot through. Courtney Bennington, part of that Fours Championship team from yesterday. This from Kelly McKERIHEN. Got it on a string. Narrowly missing touching the jack. Paddy Warlow there, former state selector and state player. We'll come down to watch the bowls here at Bendigo East Bowling Club.
Another good bowl here, Tone.
Can she get the jack back? Just a touch high for that. Ready to collect it. The wind's died off too, JT. Not only has the sun just sort of poked its head out a bit, the wind has largely disappeared for the time being.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that stays that way.
Afternoon, Diane. No, so the match you witnessed just before on the stream was Cass versus KYLIE. That was the state singles match. This is the champions, two separate matches. KYLIE was in both of them, whereas Cass was only in the state singles.
It is confusing, that's for sure, Diane.
Oh, she got a little bit of it. I think she's glad she didn't get more of it, because if she did, it was going down the line for 3 down.
Spot on. So KYLIE has narrowly missed with her second and third bowls.
Half a bowl in front.
Ball in front, jack high.
Bowl in front. Okay.
So KYLIE just working out whether she can try and use the bowl of Kelly McKERIHEN or still try and get this jack back.
It's
Foot
good
and a half,
play.
2 feet.
Something similar. She hasn't been far away.
Still doesn't quite have the same pace.
No.
So no change there. Kelly still holding one. There's our last bowl to come.
This will be a soft draw, Tone. One of those ones where if she gets there, she's only just getting there.
Yeah, and invariably they end up 3 feet short. You kind of don't want to touch it. How far short's that, JT?
4 foot.
Oh, come on, mate. You could have just said 3.
Not 3. It's closer to 5 than what is a 3.
7-4, the lead to Kelly McKERIHEN.
Can't even go around the greens with Sporting Globe Bendigo because there's nothing else going on.
No, but what we can do is tell you to head to the Bowlsvic website, www.bowlsvic.org.au. Get your entries in for the Novice Carnival being played around the Shepparton area. That's for the best 3-year bowler. So if you've joined the sport less than 3 years ago, you can come and play the Novice and fight your way into some prize money there and meet a bunch of new people. And for those who are in the age bracket of 60 plus, the over 60s carnival is also taking entries. Played in Barham and surrounds. The over 60s carnival is a heck of a lot of fun. Great greens up that way and some good social entertainment to be had at night time as well. So head to the Bolswick website to get your entries in. Under 18s and Para Championships also not far away. In fact, Under 18 starts on Saturday. Entries for those events still likely. Jump on the website. JT, I can report both the novice and the over 60s have already surpassed last year's entries.
I am aware, Tone. I am aware.
Still got a couple of weeks to go, so they are going to be big events. Chance to get yourself some prize money and have a bit of fun along the way. Back to action here, 7-4 the lead to Kelly McKERIHEN. Wanting it to hurry. Good effort, just shy.
Fair reply from KYLIE. Kelly looking to just arrive. She can use her own or come under it.
What time of day would we expect this green to change a bit, JT?
I think being it's cooler and not quite as sunny, it might happen a bit earlier.
Yeah.
It might be more subtle than normal too.
As in if we had nice bright sunshine during the day and then change to the evening, it might have changed more.
Yep.
Expert comments from Josh Thornton. No one really finding it. This end, there's two close bowls and then some gaps everywhere. Still one to KYLIE LAVIS.
Don't think Kelly be changing her shot intent tone. She'll be trying to play that similar weight chip over to the last, which was, 4 feet, but land hers or just underneath.
Another good attempt. Not going to change. Being one down. KYLIE with one bowl to come.
Ball here.
I'd argue it's made it harder for KYLIE to add another one.
It's a funny little sort of half sigh
Yeah,
just before she bowled that.
It's like, oh, I can't play that hand now either. I don't know what hand I want to play.
Yeah, it was like there's nothing good to play here. I'm just going to just throw one up there.
One to KYLIE though. So it's 7-5. I saw it too, Tate. I thought I nearly burst out laughing there, and then I thought I better be quiet.
They're so close to us. The way KYLIE lays the mat, in particular when she's controlling the length of end, it's generally always sort of 3 yards up from the tee. And really close to us.
If I was playing a singles game on this rig, I'd be bringing the mat right here.
What if they weren't saying kind things?
Just so you could be on eggshells, you wouldn't know whether you're saying it loud enough or not.
Well, there's been times in years gone by when you've been criticised yet praised by players as they've been playing. I remember J. By Norris saying to you after a match, you were kind of annoying because you were so loud I could hear you, but everything you said was exactly what I was thinking.
Yes. Well, Sammy was shushed yesterday by Carla.
Yes, probably fair enough too.
But he
Probably
was
talking
loud though.
dribble. He's probably talking about the wings. So no other games tonight.
Great starter by Kelly.
Kate Bush and Cass Miller were going to play, but Kate Bush's team of the Triples has a bye tomorrow morning, so they're going to play at the regular time slot of about 9:30. So just the one game out here now. Plenty of clashes to come for the next few days, though. And every time we have a clash, that means a third round in the day. Kelly just missing a line slightly there. No one real close, JT. It's the closest ball, be 2.5 feet.
2 feet. Just to make you feel bad and wrong again.
Oh, I'm used to it. You're a hard man. Yeah, Kelly just shaking the head at herself. She knew that one wasn't right. But I've still got one bowl to come. This is KYLIE LAVIS' last bowl.
I reckon this one's reasonably close, Tone.
Yes, please.
Yeah, fantastic bowl.
Did she make 2 out of that, JT?
Oh, I don't think so.
She's a bit stiff. She had bellied the jack. It was certainly 2, but just got it on the edge at touch. 1 shot. Held up by Johnny Roberts.
Don't think that changes Kelly's shot. She'll be playing on the back end, trying to get down to the bowl, move a little jack herself. She's probably got every chance of going with it. Nothing huge. 2 feet, 3 feet max. Unless she thinks she can get both bowls through, one through the other, and go firmer.
She's just taking a little moment on the mat just to make sure she's set with the shots she wants to play. Got to hook in hard now, JT.
It is coming though, Tone.
Here
Here it comes.
Hard. What a... Oh.
No.
She just gets the gap between jack and bowl. There was hardly anything there. Even a
Wow.
Wow from KYLIE LAVIS. She knew that one. Looked like trouble the whole way down. KYLIE picks up another single. 7-6. Reminiscent of a tennis score. Shane in the YouTube comments. How?
We were thinking the same. Good start here by Kylie. Little jack movement. Well, it probably rolled on further than I thought it was going to. Luke Rosington just made a comment through YouTube. Great turn on the green. Yeah, these greens, particularly on that high side or the side furthest away from us, the non-ditch side, has some great turn and has turned consistently all week so far.
You get huge compliments on these greens from all the players here at state championships. They know just how good they are. Shot to Kelly McKERIHEN with that last one. This won't be far away, JT.
It's coming now.
Just gone around the high side.
Yeah, this is going to be good by Kelly. She's going to drop in front of Kylie's bowls.
Yeah,
Made two.
right in the road of what KYLIE LAVIS is trying to do.
Looking better weight. Great correction.
Bowl nearly angled sideways, such as the turn coming in on that hand.
An inch behind.
Will we see some weight here, JT?
Could do. Because the in-between shots could go really sour, but if she goes quick, more likely to kill if she gets a bit of the jack.
She's only really one down. She's got 2 seconds, so no real danger. Quick weight it is.
Shouldn't hang up on that line.
Well, worth a try. Another one to KYLIE LAVIS. We're locked at 7 shots apiece, JT.
And that was the right shot.
And those just joining us, this is the Women's Champion of Champions final. A state title on the line between Kelly McKERIHEN and KYLIE LAVIS. Round of 16, quarter-final and semi-final are all run and won. This is the final. Winner of this will find their way off to the Devonport Golf and Country Club later in the year as the Victorian representative in the National Champion of Champions. And then if good enough to win that, they'll attempt to go for a world title, as KYLIE LAVIS has done previously. Yeah, nice response from Kelly McKERIHEN. Just a little back toucher. Johnny Roberts, Bowls Victoria Life member and ITA, giving it a spray.
This one should just drop undertone. Not bad speed. Giving it a chance.
About 20 past 4 here local time. We've got another hour and a half of direct light.
Another great
Lights will
bowl.
come on.
Oh,
Wow.
fantastic.
Hardly creates a target. Front toucher. Back toucher with her first bowl. Front toucher with her second. What does she do with the next one, JT?
Well, She might have to do something different because Kylie's running. Is she going to get anything?
She's going to find another gap. No change. Kelly McKERIHEN still holding 2.
You know what? I'm drawing another one. I think at that pace, it's more than likely going to kill. I think it's jamming against the back bowl of Kelly's and then squirting out to the side here.
Mm-hmm.
And if she's not trying to draw another, then I probably don't have a thing. You just get to the back just in case.
No value in just trying to sit the third shot.
You don't need to sit it, you just beat it.
Yeah, she'll be a bit disappointed with that one. Still holding 2 though, 2 absolute pearlers with her first 2. Kylie's going to come down and just see what the lie is with Jack in relation to the bowls and what options she has.
See, she might be loath to run now because if she split that gap again, got her own, she's potentially 3 down with a free hit to Kelly to get 4. I mean, it's close for 4th shot at this stage. And at the same time, though, it's very hard to draw the shot. More reaching weight tone, and she's close.
Very.
Took one out. It's a good bowl. Now Kelly has to be careful. Because if she overplayed a draw shot and landed her own, because it's sitting on it loaded, it would spring quite fast. So even, maybe 1 bowl over, she'd probably go 2 down.
Does she have to change hands as well, JT? She's got one right in her eye line on the hand she's been playing, or is she wide enough anyway?
Well, I was thinking maybe she just uses that as a guide and try and draw around it to count, but it's definitely easier access in the forehand.
Yeah, she's switching over.
Again, maybe it's just one of those ones where it's the highest line you think you can get it back down to and only just getting there.
Yep. When you're holding, stay wide. She's done that. Just a touch short, so no change. Kelly McKERIHEN stops a row of 3 ends on the trot to KYLIE LAVIS. Picks up a single, now leads 8-7. First to 25. In the Women's Champion of Champions singles final. Here at Bendigo East Bowling Club, thanks to the support of the City of Greater Bendigo. Both very experienced campaigners. Can easily block out any distractions or noise from the sidelines, people on their phones.
I couldn't hear that. Good correction here from Kelly. Oh, just a fraction over. Must be on a high line because I couldn't see it all the way down. Johnny's doing the right thing and standing out on that line. Much better speed.
Has the green started to change already, JT?
Could have, actually. It's definitely on a narrower line than a last. It's now down to a speed, which is looking good.
Yeah, Johnny Roberts knew that was shot out of the hand. Already had 2 paddles fanned. He's on fire, Johnny Roberts. Well, this could be an okay track too, just on the speed, JT.
Yeah. Doesn't want to find the hole.
It's found the hole. Just finds the hole.
Free hit here, really, for Kylie to make 3.
Yeah, same bowl as her last and gets the job done.
And she would hit the front for the first time since the start at the very first end. She's quick herself here. She doesn't want to get any jack movement. Hasn't. Probably doesn't move it far enough, so that means she'll still have 3. 10-8.
First to double figures. Does that mean she wins?
No.
Okay, just checking. First to 25 is the game we play. 10-8, the lead to KYLIE LAVIS. Reasonable start to this end for Kelly McKERIHEN.
Yeah, great opener. This one's on a better track. It's just down to the speed now.
Here it comes.
Great bowl. I'm loving how Johnny's putting it up before the bowl even gets there.
He's all over it.
Less than a millimetre.
This has been a strong marking performance from Johnny Roberts. He's had paddles fanned before the bowl rests. Nice clear instructions. Down to the millimetre. Oh, Kelly just missing her line slightly there. Just trying to just Hit the shot bowl. Jack's fully loaded. Kick it down the line. There's a bit of a risk that it actually goes to Kylie's bowls and not hers, but
Yeah, I was just thinking that myself. But now Kelly can see it herself, how it's angled.
no change there from the last bowl of Kylie LAVIS.
Kylie was never going to go anywhere near the bowl.
No, I wasn't sure whether she might have wanted to get back and cover the pink. Which is second shot? Which is third shot? Sorry, JT.
I think she's just working that herself right now.
Yeah, that's the risk. She runs at it, takes her own bowl out. She's got to be careful that she doesn't end up 2 or 3 down.
If she's got 2 seconds, she'll definitely run. I'm not sure she's convinced.
No, spending a bit of time over this decision. She's right in front of us.
If I was going to pick which one could be third shot. Jeez, they're that far away. It makes it just a little bit tricky.
It does. Why wouldn't she just go forehand draw and try and sit her own bowl down and push the bowl of Kylie LAVIS
The
out?
fact that there's less than a mil distance,
Yeah.
I don't think the jack's not moving.
Right.
She's really taking some time on this end.
Going with a little bit of extra purpose. See some contact, won't we?
Awfully close. It's a good shot. That's as good as you could play it without... Like, she's still 1 down. It's as good as you could have played it.
Fantastic effort at it.
I think she was just playing it and hoping to get it at the perfect angle.
Having a slight scoreboard issue.
It is 11-8.
Yeah, we put the 1 on, but it hasn't registered on our
you've
board for
broken
some
it,
reason. I
Tony.
have broken it. We'll see if Josh can tell me what's going on. So oh, now it's come on. There we go. A little bit of dial-up speed internet here in Bendigo East. Shane Hafner saw that kangaroo flight past too.
No kangaroos up on A green, only down a B green.
That'll please the players. Car alarm going off. There we go. All fixed. Doesn't bother Kylie LAVIS though.
Great correction. So she's won 5 out of the last 6 ends, Tony.
Yeah, 1-3 in there and everything else singles. reasonable too, isn't it, JT?
It's very good.
It was holding 2, 1 a fairway away. Now it's a better 2.
No target.
Front ball's an inch in front, and the back ball's about 3 inches behind.
Going quick.
Target. Chips out the front pole, doesn't disturb the head.
If I'm Kylie, I'm going down and have a look to see where those bowls are positioned. Johnny Roberts gives real good, clear instruction in terms of how far they're apart, but you'd like to know the angles if you want to know if the jack's going to go one side or the other. I mean, at that pace, it probably should kill, but I'd argue you need to know still.
Sorry?
Just removing a dead bowl off the green. Couple of deep breaths for Kelly McKERIHEN now. Running again, close, got a hold, just gets under. That'll be a couple more shots. The way of KYLIE LAVIS.
13-8.
6 shots in the last 3 end, 6 of the last 7 ends, 8 of the last 10 ends going the way of KYLIE LAVIS. 13-8 the lead on the road to 25. You've just joined us. This is State Championships, Women's Champion of Champions Singles Final. It's KYLIE LAVIS on screen, representing the Ovens and Murray region, up against Kelly McKERIHEN from the Sandbelt region. Brought to you on BVTV, courtesy of the Dandenong Club and Moama Bowls Club. 2 fabulous clubs that support Bowls Victoria and BVTV.
So it's these shorter ends, medium to shorter ends that Kylie has started to excel at. Great starter. Just going again, Tone.
Yeah, it's a good correction, but as you say, it's still touched through.
Good bowl by Kelly. Great bowling by Kelly. It's 2 good ones.
About 4 inches.
This one isn't far away. Oh, Tony.
She was long with her first. Reasonable correction with her second, and the third is bang on target.
She's played one absolute bomb in the last 3 or 4 ends. Like, you know, front noses, just little trails between bowls. It's been exceptional. Kelly hasn't done a lot wrong.
No, such is the quality of KYLIE LAVIS.
Kelly's going to run here.
Take out the back bowl. Well, will she take it out? Yes.
See, if I am Kylie, I'm switching to the forehand.
Absolutely.
Drawing of confidence. Ideally, Jack down the line makes 3. You might roll your bowl over and create less of a target. Finish on the high side. You get to a good home.
And Miles watching intently in the background as well. Not sure if this has the trip, does it, JT?
No. I don't know whether that was an attempt at a blocker or not. Well, before it rolled over, it was potentially in the eye.
Kelly doesn't have any back bowl options, so she's got to follow it through if she's going to run.
So she got underneath the jack and then hit the shot bowl. Kylie's a toucher.
This is very close.
She's going to hit.
What a
Oh,
bowl.
both.
What a bowl. Shouts of clean. Look at this on the replay. Navigates the front bowl. Takes the shot bowl out. Clean as a whistle. Onto the back bowl. What a beautiful shot. Is it 3 or is it 2, JT?
It's close for that third one.
Yeah. Johnny Roberts saying measure for third shot. 2-player measure.
Great bowl.
Yeah, the sort of bowls that can change matches.
It's 3. Thirteen, 11.
Sorry, JT. It's an echo.
In sync we are.
Like the boy band?
No, well, you're definitely not. Now we've got to be even more careful here. Kelly's brought the mat up even a bit closer.
Yep.
Whispering Josh.
They'll be able to hear you think. (11-13), first to 25. Women's champion singles final. It's a good day not to be at home, JT.
Well, you were doing something that I did before. That noise that I made was me checking my home cameras and you got your alert. I think yours is worse than mine.
Yeah.
No, mine was just simply my sister-in-law leaving the house.
Swap you.
It's not what Kylie be after. Advantage Kelly this end. 2 good weighted bowls. If she could get the jack moving, it'd be ideal.
pretty
Awfully
JT.
close. Awfully close. Oh, she got it moving. Kylie has done this a couple of times where a couple of her bowls haven't been quite good and then she just nails one.
Yeah, with 4 bowls, she's going to be devastating.
Oh,
It just falls out. Still 3 the way of Kelly, I should say. Wangaratta resident in the YouTube chat saying, "Go Kylie." This is not a mile away too, JT.
she's still trying to just move it, but it's going to count regardless. No target, sort of slipped in behind.
Wow. Pressure bowl. Either way, this is big. For Kelly, it'll be a heartbreaker.
She's not far away.
What a bowl. What a bowl. She's just dropped a 3. She's 4 down. Last bowl with ice in her veins. KYLIE LAVIS picks up a single.
That was the one thing she had up her sleeve is she played good weight and a fraction tight. She could have landed one of those bowls and she did that perfectly.
That'll keep the Wangaratta resident happy. Watching at home on YouTube. Here on BVTV. (11:14). We're around about the halfway mark of this match. There hasn't been a heap of multiples. 3 couple of ends ago. 2 other 3s, a lot of 1s on that scorecard.
I'm not going to lie, Tone. Shorts was a poor choice for today, but I actually didn't have any other options when it come to workout clothes.
Tough it out for the next hour and a half, and then you're on the home straight, JT. Although we will have some 3rd round matches, it will get a little bit cooler as the evening goes on. We'll see if we can pick up a little blankie or something.
I'm getting old. I got given like an old man's blankie for me Father's Day or birthday present last
Is that
year.
right?
Yeah, it was actually labelled old man's blankie.
Wow. Must be older than me. I haven't got that.
My wife's a piece of work.
I hope you mean that in a good way, because she'll be listening.
No, she won't be.
She will when I send it to her. Again, we see Kelly McKERIHEN holding a couple of shots and the pressure on KYLIE LAVIS.
This one's better weight. Is it going to get down though? It's good enough for second.
Last ball, please, in relation to the jack.
Ball in front of jack high, ball in the half.
None of that bad. Another bowl here, Tane. Looking good.
Yeah, she's holding a couple. Kelly McKERIHEN.
The only thing though is with Kylie's 2 back bowls, this might make a run at it.
YouTube comments. Grimson like to see in the future more younger generations. Yeah, we're seeing that here. These 2 bowlers been around for a long period of time. All
What
those
about
young
tomorrow's men's
stars.
triples final though? We've got a 17-year-old kid skipping the rink that could potentially win a state triples.
Yeah, absolutely. That's Kobe Cromie. We saw his brother, who'd only be about 20, Tyson Cromie, win the state singles a couple of days ago. Some good, healthy young talent.
Our BV president, the great Pat Schramm, is throwing us a little bit of a line there, sentence. She's keeping Pat and Courtney in check down there and listening to us while she's actually watching the game.
Well, she's got the tougher job, that's for sure.
I bet you they're warmer too.
Just the one to Kelly McKERIHEN. $12-14. We get closer again. Shout out to Shane Hafner, who says, if I had the funds, I'd Uber you a fire pit. Some red gum, JT. How good's he? I think we just, JT just do a little bit of movement in his legs, stir some blood up. He'll be warm as toast.
It's definitely not the coldest night we've ever streamed. I still remember the Falls final of about 5 years ago, which involved these two ladies in separate sides.
It was woeful.
And I had pants on that night.
Yep. Could not get warm to save ourselves that night. And good afternoon to you, Anna, who's watching from India and cheering on KYLIE.
Would you pronounce that last name Chilikaroo?
I think so.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good, JT.
Good bowl, Kylie. I have a knack of pronouncing surnames well.
Except you just said pronunciating.
Well, you know, I never
But
said...
surnames are good, though.
Yeah.
Well, you can do all the tough ones when they come up.
And I never said... And that's just my opinion too, so...
Well, I was getting Kylie LAVIS' surname wrong. I was saying LAVIS.
And that's an easy one.
I'm sure JT will shout you a drink when he sees you
Most definitely.
next time, Shane. We also had a 14-year-old, Marley Malcolm, reach the Champion of Champions round of 16 as well this year.
Yep.
Came up against Carla Krasanik, so no easy game there, unfortunately.
No, she's one of our,
Commonwealth Games gold medalist, multiple-time world champion.
she's one of our up-and-coming stars, young Marley.
Yeah.
Made her debut last year in the Victorian Under-18 stateside.
Yep. Sure she'll figure prominently in the under-18s starting Saturday.
I don't think Kylie loved that out of her hand.
It's a touch hot.
It's not horrific. It's just a fraction over. Kelly asking it to rip, and it nearly is ripping far enough. If it falls, that is shot. It's not terribly far away either. It's going to come down to the speed. And I reckon that's enough. What a great bowl. Two of them are playing fantastic at the moment.
Yeah, it's been a very good battle.
Some high quality bowls.
Shot for shot.
Played at the right times too.
Yeah, they've often used their last bowl with devastating effect, now leading 15-12. Jack's probably about 3 yards in from the tee. The mat pretty similar down the other end. Yeah, very good under pressure. It's KYLIE LAVIS, that's for sure.
Good starter here.
Not bad with a bare jack as well. Little side toucher. JT, I think we've got ourselves a special guest coming in commentary with you.
Wasn't sure who was actually taken out. I knew I'd get... That's not the raw deal. I'm actually in a good position, I get it. Because I'm actually going to be commentating with someone who's got a bit of bowls nous.
Doesn't miss, does he? With that, I'll leave you. Liv Cartwright's going to join you, JT.
Thanks, Tone. Whilst a good bowl by KYLIE, she's not going to like that one because it sprung the jack out in the open. As Liv joins me. Hello.
Hello, how are we?
Good. You nicked away for a bit and come back?
I did, went and caught up with the fam. Jake was down at school bowl
Oh, that's right. Where was where was the trials at?
Sunbury.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough.
So we just caught up at the lake with Katie, the older sister, and had a debrief about life. As you
Nice.
do.
It's been a pretty good match.
It has been. I've been watching from
Ah,
the corner over there
yeah.
just since about 8-7. So
Been some telling bowls being played.
good draw bowling,
Yes.
which is what we like.
Another good bowl here from KYLIE. Another toucher. Kelly is the more likely one to show a bit of aggression, but they both can play it. This ball doesn't seem too far away either.
I've noticed this side as well, like even when we played our pairs match, it was the stickier side. Like it didn't get back to the jack.
Didn't hoop, did it?
Yeah.
Nah,
Even
spot on.
with weight as well, you couldn't really play that in between. You
think-
just had to go it.
I think it's a dead draw or straightish.
Absolutely.
Yeah, spot on.
What's the measure between my bowl? Okay, thank you. How far in front is that bowl?
Bowl at front.
Yeah.
About 5 inches.
Okay, thank you.
Is she under that short pink bowler, Kelly's?
Oh, wait
Just.
now.
She doesn't want to touch it. That was close, Olivia.
Dangerous. She nearly back off that jack to Kelly's.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly doesn't have to change much. Touch on the jack, she makes 2.
It's in the right area again. It's just going to come down to speed.
Wants it to hold on to the bowl.
Probably cuts the short one out though, does it?
I don't know. The angles are so deceiving from here. Yeah, 1.
Oh, I've got to do scoring now. 1. Have I got the right one? Yes. 16-12.
I have no idea. Sam at Vic Open was like, do the score. And I was like, how? What? Don't throw me under the bus. I don't know what system you've got going on here.
Now you're left in one more event. Is that right, Liv?
Yes, triples
Triples
tomorrow.
start tomorrow.
Yep.
Although we're going to get some clashes again.
Yes, so our game's been pushed back to 1 p.m. because of that,
Mm-hmm.
which is fine because obviously at this stage there are some legends that decide to keep winning, which is fine because go them. But lucky we're flexible.
Always happens every year.
Yep.
You've probably been the cause of some of our clashes in the past anyway, Liv.
Yeah, I have been. A couple of years ago, I think.
I notice it's more on the ladies' side than the guys'
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, now you say that, that's true. You rarely have... Do you have any clashes this year with men?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Funny enough, though, we did play an early champions men's match. It doesn't start till Thursday, but because Ellie was in it,
Correct.
and he's still in the mixed pairs with Kelly.
Try and save yourself some hassle down the track.
Just never know. So I have a theory, Liv, as to why it happens with the ladies more than the guys, right?
Go.
And I'm going to preface it with it. I'm not one way being disrespectful at all in this situation, but I
Yep.
think the depth of our men's bowlers versus the depth of our ladies bowlers, it falls away from our elite down a bit.
Yep.
And thus our elite lady bowlers continue to win a lot of region titles. Whereas the men, there are a lot of good men's bowlers in that they take the titles away from each other.
Yeah, no, that's a fair statement,
Cool.
absolutely.
Thank you. I didn't
Yeah.
offend anybody. At least I didn't offend
Didn't
you with that
offend me,
statement.
no.
Good. I'm happy. I'm not walking on eggshells anymore.
Said your piece, you're fine.
Just a theory. It could have been
Yeah.
a terrible theory too.
Well, you've put it out there. I don't disagree.
Also, I just know firsthand it happens more even at region level. So Murray Mallee, we've got Eugene Fairchild, Jerome Opie's, and they nearly win everything. And the same thing happens when I have to schedule region finals up my way.
Yep.
No one's really nailed at this end yet, Liv.
No, it is a bit shorter than what they've been playing going this way.
Oh, not really.
Just
No,
no.
not really. I'm not convinced that one's getting back either yet.
It's trying.
Whew. Probably was going to be good enough, wasn't it?
She's got second shot out of it anyway. Looked like it was
Do
3.
you
prior.
reckon Kelly looks to sit that bowl?
Well, she gets down to the jack or turns her own.
The line looks like it's more just going for the jack on the draw.
Well, she touches the jack a foot down the line, she makes 3. She's going to run out of steam. I want to say 1, but they're having a look.
One's been taken out. You know what a good indication is? Watch Johnny Roberts. He's pretty reliable judge. He normally has the paddles that he thinks it's going to be, and he had 2 paddles sitting behind his back. Ooh, umpire job. Did look close watching it.
Bobby
And
Carlson.
Another life member, ITA, Bobby Carlson. Man of the hour. And so in your triples, just to digress, but to kill some time while we're waiting for the measure to occur, you're playing with Emma Simmons,
Correct.
former Murray Mallee lady player, which
Yes.
so I always keep an eye on Em, how she's going, and an up-and-coming player, Mackenzie Parsons.
Correct, yeah. So I've got those 2 girls and we're looking forward to it. So
Who-
it should be good.
Who have you drawn first round?
I want to say, I'm pretty sure it's Gail Gail Edwards.
So Metro
and
West.
her trio, yeah.
And hence why
Lisa
your
Chelsea.
match has been pushed back, because she's still left in the singles.
Correct, yes.
Not the champions, which this is the final, but the state singles.
Yes. So, you know, let the girls know they're pretty cool with that. They're flexible and they're just ready to go. Come out and give it our best and see what happens.
Okay, one was rolled out there, or Kylie's bowl was rolled out, so that would make it 1 to Kelly. I'm just confirming that. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So score is 16-13. I reckon it's dropped 3 or 4 degrees in the last half hour, Olivia.
Correct. I was saying it was warmer today than it was yesterday, but I'm also regretting that.
No,
choice
I
of
think
words.
you got it wrong. Now, how did your young brother go down at the SSV trials?
Yeah, he said he did okay.
Good,
Yeah, he was
good.
reasonably happy.
He's
he
playing
said-
pretty good bowls these days.
Yes, unfortunately for me, because I hear about it all the time in the household.
He
He's the better one.
pumps himself up, does he?
Absolutely.
Oh, you have to put him back into place, Liv.
15-year-old boy, what else do we expect? No, let him have his credit where credit's due.
We've got a lot of young talent in our state at the moment, which is really good.
We do.
Care to make a prediction?
I don't know. I think the next couple ends will decipher who goes the way, but it's anyone's game still. I mean, regardless of the scoreline, but the standard of bowls out here. So no, I'm not going to predict anyone. Sure answer.
You can't sit on the fence when you come in, Liv. You just got to go out and make a statement.
Give me 2 ends.
This is
and
the
then
thing.
I'll tell you.
I'm happy to go out and make statements, because at the end of the day, I know within myself I'm not picking someone or choosing someone, and I'm not playing favourites, and I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just, hey, make a call and see what happens.
But who
Yarraville
do you
Footscray. Sorry, I was going to say Yarraville Footscray guys. I tip against them every week in the tipping and pennant. You know.
Yeah.
I just think, funny enough, I think Kelly's playing better, but I think Kylie just keeps playing the bomb bowl that's keeping her in front at the moment.
Yeah.
And so I am going to tip Kylie based off that. Like, even then, she probably overplayed that bowl, but sat it and gets shot.
Yeah. Well, then I obviously have to tip against you.
Oh, jeez. Fair enough then.
Well, it's boring if we both go the same person.
No, not necessarily. It is what it is.
Yeah, but I just think it's going to be a good game. So I'll go Kelly.
So do I. I think they're both going to get into the 20s. There you go. How
Yeah,
about that one as
yeah.
well?
They're both competitive people. and
Absolutely.
competitive players, so no one's backing down. Kelly be looking just to get a couple rolls out of Kylie's here.
Correct. Good call.
I mean, if she does get to the jack with a good weight. She's got hers down the line. Worse off, she goes one down again.
Yep.
This stage of the game, these are the shots that you're after.
It's good speed. It's awfully close to getting to the jack. Liv. Oh, they even dropped quicker than that. And rolls her own over for one. Kylie also will be probably on the tighter line. See if she can get to the jack or to the bowl.
Not far away here. Doesn't want the gap.
It's good enough for one.
The angles of that bowl wants to fall back. But I think so far from what I've seen, that's been probably the 3-shot, 4-shot now. Turnaround is Kylie's last bowl. She's been able
Or a
to
third bowl,
convert,
but yeah,
you know,
definitely,
her back
yeah.
bowl. So
Yeah, no, spot on.
if you want to call them skipper bowls, and you know, instead of your lead 2 bowls.
Only one.
Tried hard.
So, 17-13. It's a fraction longer than what she's been playing, I reckon. When she changed the game, she got a bit of momentum. I'd argue it was over shorthands. And now, tactically, she's thinking, no, as long as it's going to work for her. I'd argue she's played a lot of her poor bowls quick. So
Yeah.
maybe there's that theory behind it.
And I think as well, she's probably realised like Kelly had 3 short bowls the last end, you know, compared to her
Yep.
3 past the jack, change it up.
The other part is, at some stage, this green's going to slow down.
Yeah,
Has
I
it
think
already
it's on the
started?
verge, yeah.
You know, so are you anticipating that and trying to be a bit proactive? This may get down to the bowl of Kelly's. It was close.
Was. Noticing they're playing opposite sides to each other. Has this happened throughout the whole game or just this end?
No,
Putting you on the spot here.
I'm trying to recall. I actually think Kelly has played most of her. I actually think she's playing backhand around the clock predominantly.
Yeah.
Whereas I think Kylie is sticking to the other side of the green, so forehand backhand.
Yeah.
I know Kylie's played hardly any on this side,
Yeah.
this way in particular.
She's not far away. All on her legs.
No, I don't reckon. I'm going to make a call there and say it's not in.
Measure.
Between the front one and the back one?
Sorry?
Between the front one?
This one and this one.
Thank you.
Seems alrighty.
Wants it to hold on past Kylie's.
Yeah, it did enough. The speed was always the key part there. And it
Has
was,
she made 2? She's
wow,
flopped
she got
it
did
out.
she flop that one back?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you? Yeah, okay, there you go. I'll take your word. And back in there. Yeah, got 2 paddles out too. Realistically, KYLIE only has to really add 18 inches on her last and she'll draw a shot. So she's backs her judgment.
Not much of a correction needed. Doesn't really want to give Kelly a third look at this.
No,
Does she have the legs?
I don't reckon. I've just sent in a very important message because I've made it important. But I reckon we've got to start thinking about the lights.
Yes. That is a very important comment. Suggestion. There is no sun out here whatsoever. Or from a distance behind several clouds.
Big chance to make what I reckon is 3.
I think before she bowled this one, she was just looking at what Kylie's closest one was to get her range, of which
I reckon it's 2.
I think Kelly realises how important that bowl was.
Yeah, it seems to be, I reckon, part of the game that makes the difference from elite, your levels down. That the free hits when you've got last bowl you're already holding, so you're a little bit content and you're not getting the extra one. Because if you go back and if you lose the game by 3 or 4, you might have done it 4 times where you could have won the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Oops.
when there's no danger.
I just gave 22 to Kelly there. That's not going to work. Now it's back to the right score, 17-15.
Good starter by Kelly. First bowl pressure is always handy in a singles game. Kylie wants us to get down. Probably more a speed than anything.
She's played a lot of her bowls this way in particular through
Yeah.
and then adjusted backwards.
And ultimately, Dad always harps on, you'd rather your first one behind and, it's easier to take weight off than add on. It gives you that second base of shot selection that you've got one back so you can play that more aggressive shot.
Spot on. Matthew Hull has made a comment there. Kelly was 4 or 5 down when he joined yesterday in the game against Carla. And she went on a huge run. She went on a massive run. It was 14 shots and 5 ends she secured. Another good bowl here, Liv.
And she covers the jack. That's a good shot. Do we see a kind of similar weight to Kylie's last? No, we're seeing quicker.
Thought there might have been a bit of pace.
Gets
She might get a bit of both here.
Oh, she gets all 3. What a shot.
I'm not sure that was probably
That was probably max result for
max.
the shot. That she-
Max results an understatement.
Wow. Don't know what that would have looked like for Kylie from the other end, whether all three she thought was a possibility, but nonetheless, you know, that was the type of shot she had to play. You know, get
the shot was on.
Kelly's through the jack.
I was seeing the shot bolt and second shot as a good angle,
Mm.
but I wasn't necessarily all three.
Suddenly the pressure's back on Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
6-shot turnaround by Kylie.
I don't think it's going to cut the second one out. No, so it's still 2.
To miss the front one now. Her
Don't think
speed's
she
gonna
is.
be good.
It says she pushed it in for second. 1. It's a bit of a letdown in the end. She still scores 1, gets 18 to 15, but she had 2 and she had the pace to make 3.
Yeah.
It's probably one of those ones where you're right. What's my line? There's a bowl higher.
Yeah. Permission to miss high rather than tight on those type of things. Back to a shorter length than we did see.
Maybe I haven't picked up on it quick enough, but maybe Kylie's tactic is just random jacks and just trying to get Kelly off of the rhythm.
Yeah.
Which it is a good tactic if you back your own ability to try to adjust.
Yeah. He's done that quite well. Good start.
How far short is that, please?
Bowl in front of jack high.
Thank you.
Fair reply from Kelly.
Great reply.
Wants to double up here.
She's not far away. She doesn't want to touch it on the bum. She did. Probably down now. Bit stiff. Right intent again.
Half a bowl wider and she had it clean.
Yep.
Got to the jack even.
Has forced Kylie to go to her backhand.
Will she get the jack?
She's awfully
Wants to get
close.
it down.
Yeah, what a bowl.
She's done
Fantastic
enough.
bowl. I'm pretty confident Kylie will go back to the forehand now.
Yeah.
It's her preferred
Single.
hand. She could kind of get hers up over, get to the bowl, clean, jack around the corner potentially if she hits the back edge of her pink bowl of Kelly's.
Even similar to her last speed-wise. She
Mhm.
gets outside of her own. She gets to the inside of Kelly.
Lights have been turned on too, Liv.
Here we go.
Right, first part's not too bad.
Look it down.
Yeah, it's coming. and that would be one, I reckon. Great bowl, regardless.
Played perfect speed for it as well.
Oh, Johnny Roberts
Measure.
says it's a measure.
I think she's deciding what weight to play. She gets the bowl out or gets the jack down the line.
The backhand shot gave her more options. She was considering the other hand there for half a second. She's close.
No jack, no jack, no jack.
I don't know why
Yeah,
she...
see that? Yeah, yeah.
See, whereas she had a chance to sit the bowl, where the forehand she did, she had the bowl in her hand, forehand first, and she didn't change. That was only a dead draw on the forehand. That's a brilliant bowl. 2, so back to 18-17. What I found strange was she's saying no jack, but I thought the jack looked good the whole way.
Yeah, I think that was the shot though. Like sat the ball, all got the jack. There was kind of no.
Maybe she was worried about getting the jack too straight.
Yeah, but I think the speed she played was good enough that that error was less likely to occur.
Correct. Definitely think the finish is gone on this green now. When it's during the day, it's pretty good running, isn't it, Liv?
Yep, you can trust it'll get back. But what is it now? 5:30. Lights are on. We dropped off that couple seconds with that finish as well.
You look at Anne Miles on the back of the screen there. She's covered up in a big jacket. I'm a bit jealous of her, to be honest.
She loves it.
Good bowl by Kelly. Your weight was fantastic then.
It's done enough.
It's roundabouts too, isn't it?
I don't mind that speed. She gets hers up, rattles through Kelly's, try and change the angles.
Kelly played against Carla yesterday afternoon at the same time. Is that an advantage in terms of understanding the green change and all the rest of it, do you think?
Potentially.
Well, they're just both super experienced anyway.
I think that as well. But Kylie played Sharon as well, but not as late. Is that correct? Maybe they finished, I don't know, a few ends into Kelly's game.
I'm trying to
Isn't it?
remember
That
now.
was
It's
the
all
catch
becoming
up.
a blur for me, Liv.
I know days just roll into one another, right? But I think this end just kind of shows what we're talking about, that change in speed. That's probably roughly what it has changed.
Do you
Couple of
think
feet.
Kelly be adventurous enough to try and land her own pink bowl and push Kylie's through the head and leave with 3 or 4? It's risky.
I don't think so. She's, as it stands, she's back to all square on the head. She draws another one because there is that risk of getting Kylie's through half the jack.
Do just reckon she looked at it for half a second there when she was walking away.
And you've got to weigh your options up before. But I think she probably realised she's fought hard to get herself back to this score line. Kylie's kind of playing that aggressive.
Yeah, she is too. She's going to
up
try and
and
do it
over
herself.
Kelly's.
What do you reckon? Would that have done the job? Or would it have pushed it past? Trying to work out her speed. Oh, I thought it was going a bit.
I think they're just talking about that, like if she did get it, what would the jack have done if it had moved or...
However, it's 18 all. It's the first time we've been level again for a while.
No real significant change in lengths either. Matt's roughly in the same position.
Handy starter from Kylie.
Very handy. Capitalise that opportunity when Kelly missed it first. I think Ellie's a bit
You know,
cold.
he's definitely cold.
a similar track.
Close.
Good shot.
Getting some good feedback here in the chat about what standard the game is. Fiona Hall joining us all the way from Queensland. Ripper game. Shane Hafner agrees, and so does Joe Whitehead. The last thing I think Kylie would like to do is sit at Jack High next to it.
Absolutely. You've got what we'd say a good one. The angles are great for her. As we see, she's just going to put in a little back one.
Neil Butler said, I'd love to see one in each end to see who's got the stamina to grind it out. I'm going to disagree, Neil. I'm going to say get us a couple fours and get it closest to 25. We're cold here. Keep it close, but go hard.
Well, I did see on Facebook Kelly had a 36 or 39 end game.
Yeah, I didn't realise it was that long. But
Me either. Must have been a lot of singles happening. I mean, but both these players are experienced in playing long days, long games.
We got a world champion and a silver medalist and a world singles title, so very accomplished.
Could probably do it in their sleep if they wanted to.
Trying
Should
hard.
Get down.
It's nearly good enough, Liv.
Does she do enough?
Well, Johnny Roberts has got 3 out, 3 paddles. That's a big one in the schemes of things.
It's close to a 4. You said 4. It's 3. We're in the 20s.
Yes, come on. Now Kelly's just got to get 3 back. And we're just rolling with it. 2 4s. Well, sorry, only 1 4 then.
Yeah. If she scores a 3, then can't go any higher than that.
You haven't made a prediction yet.
I
You said
went
on-
with
You said on
Kelly.
the. Oh, you did too. You did. You went against me. That's right. My bad.
Yeah, well, I did say give me 2 ends, and then I kind of forgot about it. But hey, we got back to 18 all.
Hey,
3 shots in it.
I did say both would get to the 20s. And my prediction's looking good there. We might have been a bit cheeky during this. Our BV staff have been making a couple predictions on games and see how much they'd score and all the rest of it. We're not going to share what we've been predicting, but it's keeping us entertained.
And I think you've got to, right, you guys have been day on day for the last, what?
Yeah, no. I got out of the Vic Open, so I don't count for that.
Yeah, you do.
I'm fresh.
You're ready. You're running the show.
I did. I'm not going to mention which match it is. I did lose $50 though in one of my predictions. Shattered. Missed it by a shot. I hope my wife's not listening. Don't think she will be. Alright. Kelly's looking good here. It'll be 2.
As far as she can. She covered the jack.
Look at all those BV staff sitting in behind the window there.
They look so rugged up, warm, loving life.
See him. He's
We've
done
got the
nothing
short
today.
straw. Oh yeah, I bet. Oh no, he messaged me and told me my triples game was pushed back.
Oh, so
One thing.
does that count as work?
No.
Good ball here. That's 3. Pressure back on KYLIE now.
Probably gives Kylie a good look at distance. If she beats that one, she gets second shot.
Mm-hmm.
If not, D shot.
It's better. It's much better.
She backdoor it.
At worst, it's second, I reckon. Great ball.
Do we see Kelly change and try and give it a couple rolls?
I think so, because the thing is, she can roll her own up. I don't see much danger in that, Liv.
I don't think the front one can nearly get back to the jack the way it is.
Swanee Wallage, your club president, he's asked whether any scores available for Cass. Well, Swanee,
Cass is
Cass
going
not
home.
playing. She's probably back in Moama already. Her match was postponed till tomorrow morning because the lady she was due to play, Kate Bush, has a bye in the triple, so avoided the clash. Right, let's get back to this.
Big opportunity to get that scoreboard back to all square, if not. One in favour of Kelly.
It's on its way. My first reaction is on the high side, but
I don't know, he's going to get down. It's trying. Gets to about that line in it.
Maybe just one still to Kelly. I'm going with it. I know they haven't declared it yet. Maybe 21-19. Looks like Kylie's taken a comfort break.
I don't know there whether she was trying to draw or she's just missed her speed.
I reckon she gave her kind of a thing like she was saying, oh, just, you know, that.
Yeah. You don't want to hear me.
Oh, Heather, what we're probably trying to do too is as this rink is awfully close to the rink, where at times we are whispering a little bit just to try and make sure we don't disturb the players.
Because they're like 3 meters from us.
And I project loud anyway.
This coming end will be very quiet because the mat is right in front of us.
Correct.
So we're being respectful to the players.
I have been given death stares before.
Not from me, I don't think.
No, you've always been good to me, Liv.
One's declared, as you said.
I've already got it on the scoreboard.
Look at you, efficient. Probably the first big change in length that we've
It's been
had.
here once before, very close, yep. Yeah, jack length's probably 25, 26 metres.
It's so quiet.
Makes it even worse for us.
I know. I think everyone's opted for the in-house under blankets.
Right, this is looking on a better track. Now down to speed. Liv.
She's not far away, is she?
It's looking good to me. It's the best one, I reckon. Oh. Good track on this one too. It's definitely the best one.
Shot by Kelly.
Kylie's on a good track here. She's chance of sitting the bowl, getting the jack. Yeah, she did
Oh,
that
she-
well
She's
enough.
done enough. Kelly just looking to repeat the dosage. She gets
Mhm.
down to the jacks. Good.
She's close.
Hang around.
Oh, wow. Still some late turn there.
Gosh, just having a bit of a giggle about that one. It was definitely on the safer side.
Yes. So that'll be 1 to Kylie. For 22.19. I've done well. I was saying before, Kelly, Kylie, very similar names. I haven't said the wrong name once yet, and for the right person.
Tick, you're going good. Kylie, back to that medium longish length that we've been seeing. The sun, where is it?
There, it's peeking out somewhere. Bet you doesn't hit us and gives us an extra degree or two to warm up on. Fair starter here. And a better reply.
Good shot. I'm going to say this is probably a pivotal end in the match. We are coming to the back end of it. Callie ideally looking to score. It's nearly a must.
Just about. I said the only thing about singles is, you're not time/n restricted.
No.
You can get one and end and just keep winning. I've been in opposite sides of that too. I've been well up and lost a game that way, and I've been well down and won a game that way.
Yep.
Measure.
And especially being that 25 as well. You've got those extra 4 shots from a 21 game, which makes a lot of difference.
Imagine being up in New South Wales up until this year. It was 31 up.
Where did I see that? I think on Facebook somewhere, and I was like, that's a long game of singles.
Victoria used to be like that many
Did they?
years ago. Well, before even I played.
Yeah, right.
And I am an old man. I've been playing for a long time.
So you're looking at, potentially could be a, 62 end game? All singles.
61. 31-30.
Yeah, true.
Oh, God. Wow. If she gets
Still.
that jack down the line, it's holding match. But yes, long game.
Insane. Kelly's probably looking to just get past that foot or so. I mean, ideally, get to the jack first.
Well, no. Does it hide the jack well enough? Still 1 to Kelly, I believe. I think it's turning enough that she could turn around that bowl. And if she's trying to turn around that bowl and get to the jack, if she hits Kelly's short bowl on that angle, she shouldn't push it in for another.
I'll give you a different shot. What if she swings for the front edge? No, she's not even going to play it. Never mind. Forget I even said that.
No, but that's good because there were options there.
She's backing herself. She hasn't missed by much.
Quick. Johnny Roberts just whispered to me, or mouthed off blue, which would be Kylie's bowl.
Wow. Was there any indication
I
before?
I haven't been watching that hard.
me either.
I've been too busy talking to you about 61 end games.
We're concentrating, clearly.
Oh, we are. We're just getting caught up. That's on the high side. Well,
No.
where'd it go? One to Kelly. Well, Johnny Roberts, give us a bum steer.
Clearly.
22-20. Kind of makes sense with Kelly's last bowl, though. Like, she did throw it wide.
Yeah. Well, your prediction, they're both in the 20s.
Mm-hmm. Good for something, not much.
Kelly just looking to add that extra couple of feet. Clears her on either side of it.
Good bowls. Force Kylie to go to the other hand. Chance of rolling hers over or just underneath.
It's all down to speed.
Yeah, you don't want to be short. Definitely arriving this time.
She just wants to miss her last bowl.
I thought it looked quick out of the hand. Big chance for Kelly here. Adds another.
Absolutely.
Puts a bit of scoreboard pressure on Kylie. Looks like. Oh.
Probably going to force Kylie to change.
Yeah. Right, back on the full hand. I'd argue it's on the tighter side.
It's all down to speed though.
Might cut one out. I reckon it's one to Kelly.
There's another fourth bowl from Kylie.
One
Was a
to
very
Kelly.
important bowl in terms of scoreboard.
22-21. Wow, now both can check out with an error at end from the other. think it's a good open here for Kylie. Yes.
Good speed.
Not quite there with that one. Kylie can nail this one in out. Get a little bit of pressure there.
She tucks a jack around the corner, then
Yeah. It's a fraction quick. Some of the faces Kylie pulls are funny, so, you know, like, I'd use the word aloof. She doesn't, like, seem like she's pressured at all.
no, she just kind of goes with the flow, and
Some cheeky grins every now and then.
she's such a gem to play with as well. I remember my first debut in the open side. I was not 18, so Mum come with me. So a few years ago now, and Kylie was my skip, and she was just so welcoming, so calm. You didn't feel any pressure at all, and some of her one-liners to try and keep a straight face, especially on the green, was very difficult.
This is nearly going to be good enough to count for 2. It is. Big bowl coming up from here from Kelly, because if she doesn't change it up, it's going to give Kylie a chance to win the game.
She doesn't really have to correct too much. Similar idea, she gets down to the jack. Probably wants to half it that weight. Just a little bit.
Yeah. Good call, Liv.
I would say it's on a good track.
I think it's on a good track.
Does she have the speed?
No, she's a bit tighter than probably what she wanted. Alrighty-go. Here we go.
Kylie for the match.
Does she capitalise? She's dropped these free hits short a couple of times.
She's
Don't
quick.
think she's short at all. She doesn't want to move the jack either. No, she didn't do that. It's 2, however. So, it's 24-21.
Kylie has a bit of a giggle to herself. I think she actually realised how much room she had to count, and she's
Yeah.
corrected, as we'd say. Does she pit the jack? No.
When you want one out, you know what the best bowl is? That first one, if you can nail it, takes all the pressure off the world.
On a good track.
Not a bad home.
So neither of the players dominating that lead bowl. Still plenty of room. Don't think we've...
Haven't seen the winning bowl or the winning end bowl.
Yes, that's what I was just about to say.
It's better. Oh, it's not. I went the early crow.
Have we seen the jack at the tee?
Couple times, not often. Alright, that'll be the shot bowl. Well, I reckon it is. Alright, third bowl.
Kylie wants to capitalise on this. Probably got about a yard.
It's got to be better way, doesn't it, Liv?
Wants to get all the way down. It's definitely the shot.
No. Probably didn't want to roll over. You'd be happy if it sat up and left a bit more of a hole there.
It's jack high.
We have weight. It's looking good out of the hand too, Liv. It is not far away. Oh,
Go again.
great bowl. Rightio, they're opting to go down the other end. What's your strategy in that space, Liv?
What if there's a dead end?
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I will admit, in singles, I probably had not very many dead ends. So I don't really have a tactic. And then in pennant, I just let Robbo kind of make the decisions. But I normally decipher on my percentage bowls what areas I've been in. If I've dominated one length or one way,
Yep.
then I'll opt to restart my favourite way.
Yep.
I suppose. And
For a long time, I was just very lazy, and wherever the most bowls were, I'd just go to that end. But I've probably changed my tact in the last 5-10 years.
yeah.
Not a bad opener when you need one.
please.
4 inches.
If you were in Kelly's shoes right now, what's your first thing? Are you trying to get one to make it easier to get a shot? Are you trying to get behind? What's your thoughts?
Well, to be honest, I'd just be like trying to build myself a good head
Yep.
because running at one bowl is, for me, like probably not my go-to.
Hmm.
I am a very precise draw bowler, as I hoped I am. Well, that's what I go to anyway,
Mhm.
my draw,
Mhm.
rather than my drive. And I find that's easier, and then it gives you more shot selections as well if you've got, angles to work with.
See, I love what Kylie did then. No target. Get one behind.
And the jack's probably not going forward as of yet,
No.
if at all likely.
Now, if I put myself, we'll see what Kelly does here. Fraction quick again. Not missing by much. If I am Kylie, I'm drawing another one, but not near it. I'm probably putting one jack high, maybe a foot wide.
If she changes hands, beats the pink, she's counting cover, as
Well-
you'd say.
Good call. But you probably want another one just in case she does clip it out clean.
Exactly. Wants it to get down.
I think she's played it pretty well. Good decision by Kelly. Opting to come in and have an early look. get a good look at how their head is shaped.
Now we do know Kelly's strength is her weight. Does she go it? Does she try and build it?
Do both bowls actually line up as well? Outside each of the shot bowl on the ditch side and then gets to the other one? It'd be a lot of room left, but it might make her go quick with a third bowl. The way the head's shaped, you wouldn't imagine Kelly's going to get 4, so Kylie doesn't have to cover.
Yeah. I mean, there's 2 shots. She does try and play that positive way to try and get one or both, or she tries and draws it and flops the shot bowl down, making it easier. Here we go.
Backhand runner. Wide. So what are you doing? Blocking now?
I don't think so. I think
Where are you playing it then?
same bowl. She beats her last. She gets back to the line. Like you said, she can't.
The only thing I'm thinking is the last thing you want to do is put a bowl where it might put in the line of where the jack is and potentially cause a kill. At the moment, if it's hit straight, I'd argue the jack's going down the back and not killing, and you'd win the end still.
Yeah. I think something similar to last. Probably make her last one the jack. Just Kylie does not want to really go anywhere near.
No.
Permission to play high here.
She's definitely
She's
done that. Maybe it's just around the back further, just in case. Well, this could be it. Kelly's coming down, having a good look.
What would you do, JT?
Oh, it's an awfully hard shot to draw. And I've just had a runner. I think I'm going again and hoping
Yeah.
I pull something out of me butthole.
Yeah.
You know, like, I still think if you run and get the left-hand side of the shot bowl, as we're looking at the screen now, you could get to that
And nearly the back
and
one
nearly
as
the
well.
next one as well, you know, and then it's just that added maybe chance,
Yeah.
you know. Otherwise, you know, you do get Ed through it, you might kill. Honestly, I'm glad it's her and not me.
Same.
And the only other thing is if you don't think you can kill it based on the way the angles are, you just might be the only option is to just try and dead draw it and see what
Yeah.
happens.
As we hear from Ali there, just what you called, looking at the inside of the shot bowl gives us sound. Quote of the day. Hit the first one and see what, and we'll worry about the rest.
Yeah, all the angles don't mean nothing if you don't get the first one.
And I think in a position like this, ultimately, if you do get the first one, the rest is...
Lap of the gods. Rightio.
taking her time. It's not far away.
It's just got to hang. Unfortunately, it hasn't. And there we have it, our 2025 Victorian Women's Champion Kylie Whitehead from the Ovens and Murray Bowls region. A fantastic match against Kelly McKERIHEN, who represented Sandbelt. 25-21, the final score. Liv, appreciate you coming in and join us.
No worries.
It's
anytime.
cold, and good luck for the triples when you start tomorrow.
Thank you.
That'll be the end of BVTV for today. Big thank you to everyone for joining us. We will be back tomorrow morning, and another great day of bowls. Cheers, guys.